Football Manager 26 beta has been around for a few days now, and I've been holding off giving you my thoughts, basically because I've been trying to formulate my own thoughts myself, okay? Now, there's been a lot of chat, there's been a lot of people giving their views, and you know what? I think I'm now ready to explain where I am with Football Manager 26, what I like, what I don't like, and what I hope is going to happen in the future. And before I give you my opinion, I wanted to get a little bit of a sense check as to where the general consensus was. Now, I put a post out on my YouTube channel a couple of days ago just to see your views, see where you're at, because I think that it breaks down into like 4 categories really right now as to where people are feeling with this game. Now, you've got over here, there's a section of people that love the game. They love Football Manager 26. They think it's brilliant. There is a section over here that think it's all right, it's not bad. There's a section here which are struggling to adapt to it, whether they want to adapt to it, whether they don't want to adapt to it. Not sure at the minute, but they're a bit like, it's different, don't know. And then there's a section over here that really hate the game. And what I found from the poll that I put out was that I have what I think is potentially a slightly disproportionate answer here, if you compare it to social media, that is. We have a slightly larger element of people over here on the YouTube channel who really love Football Manager 26 compared to those that hate it. But if you look on social media, there's a lot of people that hate it. Now, I'm not saying either of those camps are right or wrong. I probably sit somewhere in the middle, and I'll get to the reasons behind that and why that is. But I think it's important to look at each of these areas in isolation and then together, because it starts to paint a picture as to how we've come to our main decisions. So initially, when I got the game, and of course I was fortunate enough to get a little bit of alpha access, as you've seen on the channel already, when I first started on the alpha build, I was confused, right? I'm going to be very, very clear. I was confused by what I was playing, okay? The UI, the layout felt illogical to me. It took me a bit of time to try and understand where things were. Now, I'm about 10, 15 hours into beta, maybe even a little bit more possibly. Has that process improved? Is my understanding of where things are any better? Sort of, but not completely. I'm still not 100% sure where certain things are. I saw a tweet yesterday from Sweet Left Foot who had posted a thread of where certain screens are within the new UI, and I was reading it, and there's about 10 or 12 screens in there, and I was reading that and thinking, I've streamed 4 or 5 nights and I've not seen 3 of these screens. How have I not found them? And there they were, tucked away in illogical places. So that is a frustration that a lot of people are seeing and saying they can't find where certain stuff is. We know some stuff's been taken out, so people of course are concerned and angry about that, but even the stuff that's in isn't at your fingertips like it used to be. And I know we have to adapt to this new way of working, this new era of Football Manager, and I'm fine with that. I am more than comfortable with learning a new game. In fact, I embrace the idea of learning a new game because for the past 20 years, I've sort of sleptwalked through Football Manager a little bit. Muscle memory tells me where things are, I know what I'm looking for, and I can sort of just play it as I'm going, particularly when I'm on stream. I'm not really engaging with the game, as you've probably seen. I'm busy chatting away, having a bit of a laugh, and the game goes on in the background. Football Manager 26 feels very much like I have to really look at what I'm doing, and with that comes some of the criticism. And this is where we probably have to quantify what is criticism and what is critique, okay? Now, there is a lot of criticism online about a lack of immersion, a lack of ingenuity, a lack of logic, a lack of certain things in the game, you know, like things have been removed. We know that international management was removed. We know that touchline shouts have been removed. We found out that heat maps and pass maps have been removed. Team meetings, God knows where they went. Apparently they are in there, but I've tried to have a look and I still can't get them to work. So that is a bit of a concern from some people. But within a lot of criticism, the critique is what Sports Interactive really need to be looking for, because there is some really useful information there. So you've got to cut through a lot of noise to get to the bit which is really, really vital that Sports Interactive need to listen to, and they will be able to help make the game better and develop it as the series goes on. Now, some people, of course, are still saying that this game is dumbed down, it's aimed towards console players. Personally, I'm not buying that. I don't think this game is aimed towards console players. They have a console version that is aimed to console players. This is still a PC game, a laptop game. This is still a lot of data, a lot of information. It is still very much aimed at the PC market. I'm hearing a lot of people say, oh yeah, but it's designed with controller in mind. It is not designed first and foremost for controller. It is optimized for people who want to use a controller, who maybe, for example, can't actually use a mouse or a trackpad. It's an accessibility feature. So in this sense, that actually allows more people the chance to access Football Manager than ever before. So you might have someone who maybe can't physically hold a mouse, but they can maneuver a controller, and that allows them into the game. That, for me, is a really smart thing. Also, PC games now are more controller optimized, and that's just the way that it is. Now, would I personally use a mouse for Play Football Manager? Probably not, but some people would, so it allows them access to the game. For me, that doesn't mean that the game is focused 100% on console players, and it certainly doesn't mean, as some comments I've seen, that they are just targeting the FIFA crowd. And this is where I'm sort of in a bit of a quandary right now, okay? Because I'm seeing a lot of feedback and a lot of feelings and emotions about things that aren't in the game, and it's conversations like this that make you realise exactly how many different ways there are of playing Football Manager, okay? People play the game in so many different ways. Some people, they just want to do everything. They want to be involved in everything. They want to be cutting the grass. They want to be doing nutrition plans. They want to be doing ticket prices. They want to be building stadiums. The lot. Okay? There are some people who just want to go on holiday. They don't even want to do the manager. They just want to do transfers. That's fine as well. So Sports Interactive have tried to make a game that works for loads of different play styles, but has it fully landed for the vast majority? And that's the bit that probably some people are going to try and question. For me, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing on stream and on social media, loads of people saying, but I want these pass maps, I want these stats right in my face, I want this level of immersion, I want this, and I want training redeveloped. And I'm looking going, do you know what? I personally couldn't care less about training. Training hasn't worked for years, okay? I don't do training when I'm playing Football Manager, and the game has never punished me for not doing training. So there's no incentive for me to start looking for it, okay? So I'm not bothered whether training doesn't work or not. Player interactions, again, I'm not really that fussed with that. I don't go around praising everybody for a good performance. The shouts, they sort of worked a little bit for encouraging and demanding more, but whenever I praised a player, that always backfired. I'd berate players, that was about it, and that was fine. So some of the gamifying aspects of the game, I never used. I don't use individual player instructions. I don't use opposition instructions. Like, that might potentially be part of the reason that I don't really win anything, but for me and the way that I play, it's not important. So maybe when I'm playing the game now, I'm not noticing as much wrong with the game as someone who really cares about all these different bits and pieces and these different facets of the game. As you know, I was fortunate enough to get a little bit of alpha access and made a video and did a stream, and when I first started playing the game, I thought this is all illogical, and I was like, I'm not really sure how I feel. I didn't really enjoy playing the game. Whereas now I'm about sort of 15 hours or so into the beta, and we've been streaming it a lot, and stream numbers have been great, and we're having a fantastic time in the chat. I'm starting to wonder whether I'm enjoying Football Manager or whether I'm enjoying playing Football Manager 26. And I think they're two very, very different things. Now, when I'm on stream, I am trying to get through as much of the game as we possibly can, because with beta and early access, you've sort of got 2 weeks. It's a very short-term save. It's not really the way I play it. I'll try and do a few things that I don't normally do in my long-term saves. So the in and out of possession tactics is doing my head in at the minute. I don't fully understand it, but that's fine. I'm trying stuff, but I'm not looking for all the bits and pieces in the background, the immersion, the bigger world that Football Manager often creates. I'm not looking for that right now. I'm looking to basically have a match, get to the next match, have a match, get to the next match. And that's probably where the bigger problems for me are going to come going forward, because my main save is a journeyman. I love the idea of the Football Manager world and the Football Manager universe being built around me. I love seeing results from other leagues, new stories popping up about players that maybe you had your eye on initially and going, oh, I sold them. Oh my God, they're getting on fantastic over there. That manager's been sacked. Wow, that team's won a trophy. Can you believe they were relegated? Those things, at the minute, I haven't seen. Okay? And that's after 15 hours or so of gameplay. Some of this was identified by some people within about an hour, going, oh, there's no immersion, I'm not seeing all this. And I'm like, I tried to sort of distance myself from it and said, look, give it a chance, give it time. Some people wanting refunds after a couple of hours. I thought, you can't judge the game on a couple of hours at all. And for me, I was hearing things about this game's unplayable, and I'm trying to sort of look at it going, no, I don't think it's unplayable. I'm wondering whether it's just not to your taste, and you're not able to play it the way you want. And I'm maybe quite fortunate at the minute that because there's stuff that's not there, or because there's stuff that's not easy to identify, I'm not seeing as many problems as maybe some people who really love, for example, all the data stuff. I don't know a lot about data. I've tried doing Moneyball stuff, but I can't even begin to tell you how little I understand. So for me, I can work around the fact it's not perfect. I can look beyond bugs. I'm aware this is a buggy game. Every single game is buggy. Even when it launches on the 4th of November, it's still going to be buggy. Every single game, piece of software has bugs. Football Manager 24 still has bugs. Okay? But I'm looking beyond that. I'm looking beyond some of the screens not quite being where they're supposed to be. Wondering why on a portal, it's the portal that's picked for me and it's not my choice of how the portal looks. If that's my home screen, if that's my portal, allow me to customize it. I don't need 4 screens about fixtures. I just need one. And I just want to have one that says fixtures, and I want to scroll across and I want it to say league table, and I want to scroll across again and I can see previous matches if that's what I want it to be. But the other tiles on that screen, they don't all need to say fixtures. Yeah, I think we're noticing there is a lack of customization that people are looking at and thinking, well, this is how I play the game. I can't find the information I want. I can't play the game that I want the way that I want because the game at the minute doesn't allow me to do that. And that's where a lot of the concern and criticism is coming from. And that is completely fine and completely fair. And I agree with that. I think there needs to be more customization on this game. But in terms of me and how I'm playing it right now, I'm sort of fine with it. I'm getting used to the fact that the games are long. I feel like a passenger still. I must admit, I still feel like a passenger in-game. Because I don't know a great deal about tactics, I don't necessarily know how to adjust and react as I'm in the game. Maybe that'll come. But let's be honest, anyone who's followed me for a while will know that every beta I go through the same cycle. I usually get sacked in the beta all the time. It's kind of a running joke, to be honest. How quickly will TJ get sacked? My record, by the way, is 3 streams. So I've already beaten that. So me trying to identify how my team plays without data and without stats and all that good stuff, I'm really struggling with that side of it. On the actual match day, to have to click into the stats and try and find it, and without those pass maps and those heat maps, and it's just harder. For someone who doesn't understand the minutiae of tactics and the amount of times I've put the wrong player and not switched him from his in possession to his out of possession role, and it took me one moment on stream where it was in 96 minutes I worked out my in possession tactic was actually my out of possession tactic, and I was like, that's why I went from 2-1 up to 4-2 down. So little things like that I need to learn, and I'm fine learning all those things. Do I know what I'm doing? No, of course not. But as I say, am I enjoying the process of playing the game now? Yeah, I think. Do I really feel like I'm fully immersed in the game? No, not yet. I'm not. Am I going to feel fully immersed in a save that's going to take me hopefully 20, 25 years, 30 years. I don't know. Like, genuinely, I'm struggling to work out where this Football Manager universe that I'm going to live is in the game right now. Like, because I need to know that. For if I'm going to be jumping around nations, jumping around between men's football and women's football, I'm going to want to know all these stories. The whole point of a journey, man, is to tell stories. That's how I play Football Manager, okay? So I need that level of detail in the universe, okay? Some people need a level of detail in terms of stats. I just need what's happening around the world. And at the minute, it's there. I know it's there. I can click on the news site and I can go to it. But it used to be in front of my face. And maybe the fact that there's no customization is going to be a problem for me in that sense. And I'm just going to have to get used to my bookmarks. And I'm going to have to be able to try and point to tell my stories as we go around. I don't know. I genuinely don't know how I feel. Like, I keep switching all the time. I go from, I don't like the game, to, it's okay, to, you know what, it's not bad, actually. At the minute, I know it's in beta, okay? And I'm treating this a lot like, you know when you go to buy a house, right? And you look around and you see the house, but it's got everyone else's stuff in it. Like, I'm quite fortunate that I can see beyond that. Like, I'm quite visual. So I'm looking at the game beyond the bugs, okay? And I'm saying, right, this is an issue right now. Hopefully, by the time it's released, this is not going to be an issue. So, in that sense, I'm trying to remain cautiously optimistic. Is it going to be completely fixed by the 4th of November? I don't know. Like, the fact that Sports Interactive are making patches for a beta as we speak, and they're bringing out 3 before release, that to me suggests that they're hearing the comments. They're hearing what you're saying. They're taking it on board. And any bug that you see, make sure you log it, even beyond its official release, because that's how the game will develop and how it will improve going forward. As long as I say I've got that actual feedback, rather than just, the game's shite, like, that doesn't help anybody. Like, give some actual qualitative feedback. Give some quality information in order for them to work with. Because we all want Football Manager to be the best it can be. And without explaining our thoughts and our feelings and our emotions, Sports Interactive are kind of just going to do their own thing. So if we can provide them with a rationale as to what we think and an explanation, then it might help our cause and our case. And moving forward, things can maybe get better. So final thoughts with this then. Where am I in these 4 categories? Do I love the game? Do I think it's alright? Am I struggling? Do I hate it? Do you know what? I think I'm sort of, at this moment in time, I think I'm in the camp of, I think it's alright. I think it's playable for me. It works for what I want to do right now. Is it suitable for me going forward in these long-term saves? I don't know. Right now, I don't hate it. I've come from hating it and disliking it. I've been into the, I find this a bit weird and a bit fiddly. I'm now into the, it's alright, it's cool, it's not bad, it plays, it's frustrating, it's hard. These are things that I've asked for historically. I want the game to be harder. I want to make it feel like I'm having to earn my victories, and I've celebrated victories on stream. Both of them. I mean, well, a couple more than that, but, like, that's good. I don't mind learning a new game. Is it amazing? Do I love it? Not yet. And for me, not yet is what I'm holding on to. And it might not be Football Manager 26 I love. It might be Football Manager 27. It might be Football Manager 28. But right now, at this moment in time, I'm in the position of, it's all right. I hope come the 4th of November, it's good. And if I end up with, I love this game on the 4th of November, I will be over the moon. But right now, if you were to ask me, push comes to shove, it's okay. It's fine. It does what I need it to do. It's not going to do what everyone else needs it to do, but it does what I need to do. Let me know below how it is for you. Whether it's good, bad, indifferent, I don't mind. Let me know in the comments. And do you know what? After November, once we've played it a bit longer, and we've played a few more hours in November, maybe around December, midway of December or something, we'll do a where are we with FM26 now the full game is here. And we'll see what the comparisons are between my thoughts right now and getting some proper hours underneath it with the official launch. So let me know your comments, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give us a like as well, and come and see me on stream. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. We're streaming at the minute Sunderland. At the time we record, we're streaming Sunderland. Next time you see the video, we might have been sacked by then, but have a look anyway. Yeah, come and see me on stream. Take care of yourselves, everyone, and we'll speak to you all very soon. Bye now.